I've been in digital marketing for over 20 years, and in that time, one question comes up more than any other. Why isn't our content converting? The teams asking it are not lazy, they're not underfunded, they're not lacking ideas, they're producing content consistently, publishing regularly, following the playbooks, and still, nothing moves. The answer is not what they expect. Most content has no spine, no argument, no tension, no direction. It starts, it drifts, it ends. And the audience moves on, not because they weren't interested, but because the content never gave them a reason to stay. Structure is not a creative choice. It's a strategic requirement. Without it, attention has nowhere to go. You cannot convert an audience you've already lost. Here's the layer beneath the structure. Conversion is not triggered by persuasion. It's triggered by recognition. People move when they see themselves in the content, their problem, their situation, their next decision. When content talks at an audience instead of for them, it creates distance. Distance kills conversion, every time. And the gap between talking at and talking for is wider than most teams realize. There's a third layer, and this one is the most uncomfortable. Creators avoid clarity because clarity requires a position. A position creates risk, so the message gets softened, broadened, diluted. It tries to speak to everyone and lands with no one. Diluted content does not convert, it disappears. So you fix the structure, you fix the psychology, you fix the clarity, and something still feels off. The content is tighter, the message is cleaner, but the experience still creates friction. There's a layer underneath all of it that rarely gets examined. Not the idea, not the argument, not the offer. Something more fundamental, something that has been sitting in plain sight for years. In the age of AI and streaming, content is still being built like a 19th-century essay. Long rolling paragraphs, dense blocks of text, heavy cognitive load. A format designed for a world that no longer exists. People do not consume information that way anymore. They scan, they anchor on visuals, they process in short, clean bursts. The format that once signaled authority now signals friction. Modern content is a visual experience, not a literary exercise. Short, concise paragraphs, infographics, supporting images, data visualizations, tables, diagrams, modular blocks built for how people actually think. This is not decoration. This is architecture. And when the architecture is wrong, even the best message fails to land. Nobody tells you this directly, but the data has been showing it for years. Structure matters, psychology matters, clarity matters, but if the format is built for a different era, none of it converts. The teams winning in digital marketing today combine a strong fundamental message with a modern, visual-first delivery. Not louder, not more frequent, easier to understand, easier to follow, easier to believe. That is what converts. If this shifted how you see your content, stay connected. There's more where this came from.